Hello everyone, I am Murat Öksüzer. I am planning a new video series on troubleshooting for frequent errors in Java. My topic today is memory leak troubleshooting. So what is that? We say memory leak when you allocate some memory and not release it even after it is not needed. That causes resource problems on application and sometimes even crashes. Memory leak reduces available memory for further processings. When you have poor memory management or fail to close resources, it occurs. It's common in long-running applications. Its symptoms are increased RAM usage, slow performance, and crashes. Garbage collection, weak references, and profiling tools help us to cure it. If your application crashes frequently or slowing down time to time, if you want to boost performance of your app, or if you see lots of out-of-memory errors in logs, then you need memory leak troubleshooting. How will we do that? We will analyze heap dump of the application. We'll try to find object instances that consumes big parts from memory. We will use Visual VM, JPS, and Gmap tools for that purpose. Here are the commands. JPS to list Java processes to get process IDs, Gmap to generate heap dump file. And here is my demo outline. I will create a simple application with memory leak problem on purpose. I will reduce heap space to 50 megabyte so we don't need to spend much time to consume it. Okay, let's start it. I will create simple Spring Boot application via Spring Initializer. Adding web component because I will expose some sample APIs. Open it in IDE, and there is not much to show now, but let's start building our application. Let's imagine a one-time password generator API. Every time it is hit, it will return some unique string. And let's see what happens when developer forgets to clean them at some point in time. Concurrent hashmap is thread-safe version of hashmap. But let's see what happens if we don't use thread-safe map. I will not go perfect real-world way to generate OTP. I will make it as simple as possible because our focus is just showing memory management problem. So I am just generating random unique ID and putting it in a map with current time. I'm going to create a REST controller exposing this generate OTP method as a get endpoint. Okay, I am starting it. Let's check if it is working. Yeah, here is our pretty OTP generated. Now we need Visual VM to see what is happening in memory. Go and search for Java Visual VM and download it. In Visual VM, we can see local Java processes running. You can see process ID in console logs and Visual VM as well. But as we didn't specify any heap space constraint, it looks like it is started with 8 GB of heap space. It will take time to consume it and get an out of memory error. I will add a VM option to constrain it for 50 MB only. Yeah, it's fine now. Let's try to crash application with high load. Okay, it is hard to simulate high load manually. Let's use Gmeter. I'm going to send bulk request to our endpoint using multiple threads simulating multiple users via Gmeter. I'm configuring a thread group with create OTP HTTP request. Let me try for one thread only first. I have got an error, it looks like. Okay, of course, our application needs to be running first. Yes, I see success now. Let's increase number of threads and loop count to push our tiny application. Okay, now I can see increase in heap space usage. Let's push a little bit more. Yes, we have got the out of memory error now. There is a heap dump button here. I will use it to get current heap space picture. I hope to see problematic instances there. Yes, here is the OTP map that holds thousands of string to date map entries. Now I am going to create a clean method. I will remove all OTP entries that is older than 5 seconds. Yeah, I know it is problematic to remove entry from map while iterating it, but let's continue for the sake of simplicity. Let's expose this as an endpoint. It looks like we have a problem here. It is concurrent modification exception. Let's switch to concurrent hash map. Okay, it's working now. True means it cleaned at least one entry. But come on, nobody will call this endpoint. Let's make it run on every second using scheduled annotation. We need to enable scheduling using this annotation as well. Okay, I see cleaned logs now. It is trying to clean old ones every second. Let's send thousands of create OTP requests again. Because we are cleaning the memory now, we won't see any out of memory exception. I'm hitting perform GC button for triggering garbage collection. See how heap space become available after that. Okay, still there is no out of memory error. Let's see again what will happen if I disable cleaning. Even I hit perform GC button, no space become available because all of the data generated are still staying in OTP map instance. They are not cleaned. And we've got the out of memory error. If your application is running on a remote server, you may need command line tools to generate heap dump file. Then you need to download it and analyze it on Visual VM like applications. Here is the gmap command to generate heap dump. Let's create some OTPs via gmeter. Okay, heap dump file is generated. You can open it in Visual VM and analyze as usual. Okay, I hope this will be helpful for you. Don't forget to subscribe if you are not already. Thank you for watching. See you on next Big Travel.